For today's part of my Best of 2025 series, we're going to platformers for all the platforming, jumping, bouncing, and more that one can do. And we had a variety of small to medium to some very large jumps that we had to do in the year. We'll be getting to Metroidvanias very soon in the series, but for now it's the simple joys of jumping. And my first two picks are from the indie space, with some very small scale but still very solid examples, starting with Vindefiant. You must use your super evil magical tentacle powers to maneuver around the environment, take revenge, and avoid the myriad of obstacles. The game features kind of elements similar to that of Celeste, as you must use your tentacles to kind of bounce and push yourself in different directions, while making sure you have enough momentum to clear whatever gaps and traps that you must avoid. The game does a great job of iterating on its base concept, and while it does get a little bit difficult when you get to the game's final boss, it's still a really solid take on platforming, and again is a good example of being able to do platform without just being a generic jump and motion like that. So if you don't mind being a little bit evil and looking for a platformer, then definitely give this one a play. Going from one challenging platformer to the next, my next pick goes to Quetzal's Call. This one is a more short form platformer that's all about getting around a lot of obstacles using pogo bouncing, dashing, and more. Another example of a game that nothing in here I would say pushes the platformer or jumping in a new direction, but a very well executed and challenging take nonetheless. And this is just one of those games again that you can just sit down, get into very quickly, and then you are off to the very challenging races. And I got through this one all the way. I think we did a few of the bonus challenges as well. So if you are an old school platformer fan looking for some new school challenge, then give this one a try. We're going big budget for our next platformer with Bionic Bay. This is a gorgeous looking 2D platformer as you must explore multiple dimensions with varying amounts of jumps, gravity, and obstacles. For this one, we definitely have kind of the more is better philosophy with a lot of levels and just kind of keep growing these elements. The different dimensions all add depth, no pun intended, to giving you different challenges and movement and platforming tech that you'll have to make use of. If I had an issue with this one, it did feel like it started to feel a little bit plodding in terms of its pacing, but it's another one of those games where if you enjoy the first few minutes, you're going to be enjoying how many hours it's going to take you to get through. So if you're looking for a platform that's going to give you a lot of bang for your buck, then give this one a play. We go from a giant game about platforming to a more cozy and short form version with Everdeep Aurora. This is a game that kind of straddles that line between a platformer, puzzle, and some slight Metroidvania, as you play a daughter looking for their missing mother in a strange world. The only way to figure out where she is to dig down. The gameplay here kind of borrows elements of almost like the SteamWorld Dig games. You'll dig down to collect resources, to then upgrade things to let you dig down further, find a whole variety of characters who will help you learn more about the world and the people in it, and see if you can uncover the strange mysteries as to what's going on. This game is incredibly charming to play, and this one kind of again straddles that line of a pure platformer with kind of the puzzle elements of exploring the world. Still an incredibly charming take, one where the platforming here is not going to be on the difficult side. As you get more upgrades and explore more of the world, you'll be able to do all the jumping that one can ever imagine. And like our next game, this is not one that's going to be more on the technical side. And don't worry, we got plenty of technical games to look at for 2026, and especially for the Metroidvania category. But if you're looking for a charming game that is built around jumping and exploring, then give this one a try. And for the last pick for platforming, we go from a 2D game about exploring a world to 3D with Hypogea. So we have a 3D platformer that is, this one is focusing a little bit more on using, I guess, pole vaulting tech to explore a ruined world. I played this around the same time that I checked out Metal Guard, which was another one of my favorite shooters from 2025. And this one does, once again, a really great job of exploring a short form setting. The jump tech here is very solid, and this one is going to be on the linear side. Like our last game, this is not going to be a game about technical mastery and a lot of challenge, but more about using the jumping and movement to explore a very original and unique setting. And for that, the game is great. And I would recommend this one if you are a 3D platformer fan looking for something to enjoy over the course of a few hours. I'm curious to see if we will ever get a sequel to this one, or if this kind of movement and jump tech will be expanded upon by someone else in the future. So another really great platformer to check out. Again, if you're looking for an original take that's not going to take up too much of your time. And with that, we are down to just 6 categories along with the finale for this series. We're getting it done at least in the first quarter of 2026. What are some of your favorite platformers that you enjoyed? And are you excited to hear how many Metroidvanias we actually played in 2025? So that come back tomorrow for our next part, and we shall see how many more games we can actually cover to end 2025 in, while still being in 2026. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and you're interested in more in my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.